The prodigal son returns. He rejected us on our transfer special. He rejected us. He said we were beneath him. But a month out, no club, Finn has come clawing back to home. And well, with open arms, Finn Welch is back at the football club. Our number 10 from last year, our star man that fired us into this division, is back. And well, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Welch. Here he is, back at the football club. Welcome back to another episode of Park to Prem, as we look to take Maidenhead United all the way to the Premier League and beyond. If you're new around here, over 90% of you are sub, like, you know the drill. On his debut, back at the football club, you've got to remember this is a guy who played 18 games last season, got 9 goals, 4 assists. Have a look at this for a goal. Around the corner from Morrison, who played a lot with him. Finn Welch first time to Billy, our new signing. Thank you very much for coming. The fireworks have begun. And this puts us 2-0 up in game number 3 of the season. And this would be our 3rd win in a row. Yeah, things are going well. Finn Welch is back at the club and he's got an assist on his debut. I love him. The next game, Finn's second game. Have a look at this for a banger. I am so glad we have re-signed him. I thought about not. Look at this. Umrah and Finn combining again like last year. And Finn, first time, over the keeper into the top bin. Finn, our star boy, is back. And he's got a goal and an assist. And I think he got another assist in this game for the first goal for the corner. Yeah, he's back. Oh, boys, he is back. Okay, team. Wells Morrison wants to discuss exploring the options available to him at the end of the contract. Why? I don't want to let him go, by the way, because I think he's super important, but yeah. Alright, sounds like he's considering his options, which generally means that he wants to leave on a free, and it's because Exeter want him. That's not good. Alright, so yeah, our star man Welch is back, and then our club captains just turned around and said, hey, I want to leave on a free. Interesting. We may look to sell Jack Wells Morrison. Not how I was planning how this episode was going, obviously, by the hype of Welch. But yeah, as one comes, the other goes. Do we transfer list him? Maybe we have to, because we probably need to get the value. Finn Welch, since joining, been superb and was player of the week last time out. He has been absolutely superb, as mentioned, and well, boys, he is playing of a League 2 level. And the reason why he's playing of a League 2 level, if you go into form and you go into 6 games played, only competition he's played is here, he has got 10 attacking returns. That is correct, 10 in 6 games. He's got 6 assists, 4 goals. He hasn't blanked in any game from a fantasy Premier League perspective. If you were playing, he's gone assist, goal assist, 2 goals, an assist, 2 assists, and a goal. He has been absolutely superb. Second thing is, the game for this episode is going to be against Weldstone, who have not lost in the last 5. They're predicted to be in a relegation fight similar to ourselves, so just above the relegation zone. And their 5's been weird. It's been a draw, win, draw, and draw. Decides that I think we should beat. Our run of form has been a little bit crazy. But yeah, since the opening day where we beat Accrington 4-1, Scunthorpe 3-0, Hartlepool 2-2. We lost our first game to Forest Green. We did a pretty poor team talk. It was 0-0 at halftime, playing pretty well. The boys were upset that I told them they had a good half. Conceded 2 goals basically straight away after halftime. It was quite annoying. We then nearly gave up a 5-0 lead against Sutton. I just wish I could show you the match events, but I'll probably try and do it from here if I click over here. Yeah, you guys can see top right-hand corner. But yeah, Finn Welch, by the way, in this game was superb and looked absolutely fantastic. And yeah, we then drew 1-1 to Field in a game we got absolutely FM'd in. As you can tell by the stats, the match momentum was also the same. And then against Aldershot, who are yet to win in the league, we did mostly rotate for this game, made 9 changes, took our goalkeeper off at 1-1. And yeah, I would love to show you the goals in this one too, because Billy Cullinan has now got into the starting 11, as you guys can see here. I think it was actually this game he scored a really nice goal, did Billy. Billy's come in, and since coming in has been superb. He's got a hat-trick against Sutton, scored against AFC 5. He's obviously been playing off the left as well. He's come in, and the main reason he's come in up front is A, he's obviously younger than Umrah. B, he is on his day better than Umrah. And C, Umrah, after not starting the season so well, was happy to be talked into being a squad player. So you might as well play the 18-year-old that has salon potential and could be a very good League One footballer than your talisman that got you into the division last year. Not that Umrah has played so bad. But yeah, we got Weldstone on this match day, and now we're going to sim to that game there. Let's see if we can stay in the second spot in the league table. It's a pretty good time in the league table. XG table, for those wondering, we actually should be in third according to the XG table, but we are doing fantastically well. Match day, Weldstone, big game for us to kind of secure how well we've been going. Patton has now started to learn how to play on the left-hand side. And, well, look, he had a really poor game, a 6.1 against Forest Green. We had 0.7 XG, probably should have scored 2 of those big chances that he had. Had about 3 or 4, but then had a hat-trick of assists. Played pretty well in the last game against Aldershot. It's hit the bar a lot. He is someone that I really like watching in the match engine, a little nippy wide winger that comes inside. He's been pretty good. Finn's obviously been fantastic. Wells Morrison has not left. I did transfer list him. No one wanted him. I will not loan him. I think we're destined to lose him on a free, which is a bit unfortunate. Comley has looked beautifully, the new signing in the game. He hasn't got the match ratings, but he's just ticks it over. Also want to kind of highlight that we have some, obviously, Umrah's started okay, etc. But yeah, no one of note. Important to note, McLeod is injured, but he did have a really good game for us too. There was a game before he got injured where he got a 9.5 with 2 goals and an assist against Accrington. So yeah, looking forward to getting McLeod back from injury. He's looked really good. Briscoe, I would love to give more minutes to. He's playing really well in the under 21s. But yeah, the squad's looking pretty good. And, if I had you know what? I'm going to get Lander off for Briscoe, and if we are winning today, we will play Briscoe. Apparently, we can't do that. There we go. Nice. There we are. But away we go. So there's the team. I'm pretty happy with it. And look, Weldstone, by the way, that's a bug. It keeps saying, you got 4 players outside of the match starting 11. Yeah, if you quick pick, it would be fine. I'm trying not to quick pick because I like my team, how it's set up on the bench. But hopefully we go and win against Weldstone. Hopefully no kick clash as well. The game still has a kick clash glitch too, but should be right. Still on the beta, by the way, for those wondering, filming this just a few days before the beta comes out. So before the full game comes out. So yeah, the beta is where this game is still being played. As you can see, a win here today could take us top of the table after 9 games played. It will be us in the red, them in the blue. Cullinan will get us underway. Cullinan, Billy the Kid is what we've been calling him. Sears and co. We did get quite a number of these boys did get a bit of a rest, or more of a rest last time out, which is important to rest players, and especially when you've got a squad with this much talent. We'll say in the FA Trophy and unless we get a bad draw in the FA Cup qualifying first or second round, should be able to rotate quite mostly and win games. Anyway, what was Morrison? Free kick from distance, wasn't far away, puts it over the bar. Would have been a great start, but it's going to be 0-0 against a Weldstone side who have not lost in the last 5. I will say 4 of those 5 have been draws, but not a bad start for them in their campaign to stay up in the division as well. Looks like it's going to be another free kick, this time a little bit closer out. Well, Morrison, is he going to shoot? Yes, he will, and that one's just wide. Baptiste flying to his right and was scrambling to get across, and if it was on target, I would say it was probably in the back of the net. Adamola with a good header. Morrison, Patton, and he goes back to Adamola, who I will say I've tried as a covering centre-back and it looks better, and he gets better match ratings, but the 2 times I've started him as a covering centre-back are the 2 games we have not won, so yeah. Anyway, Hayes shoots, and that's been the biggest gripe of the match engine for me in the beta. The match has been really good, that highlight there, where that's obviously a crossing opportunity, and the winger or the fullback, or sometimes it's your 10, they just shoot. I know that it's been a problem since FM, Match Engine, 3D, you name it, but they said that they had better intelligence and were fixing it. And I have seen more crosses than not in terms of like previous FMs, but yeah, that's one where I wish they would fix. Anyhow, highlight here in the middle of the park, 35 minutes, Comley and Morrison look so good together. De Silva has an overlapping run of Hayes. Does he cross this ball in? He does, and it's cleared off the goal line. Another header in, and it's Finn Welch. Hayes with the header in. Finn Welch comes storming into the box and he slaps it in from close range. And that is another goal for Finn Welch. He has been fantastic. What a signing. Finn Welch is flying, and it's so nice to have the prodigal son returning. He is fantastic. I was so upset when he snubbed me in the transfer special, and I am over the moon that he decided a month and a half later to say, you know what, I need to play football, come on home. And well, if he gets a big move and gets us out of debt in January, for instance, we'll be forever in his debt. But Finn Welch makes it 1-0. We've absolutely dominated this first half. Has flown by though. Wealdstone definitely a side looking to frustrate and set up shop. Match momentum showing that we've been fairly dominant. 61% possession, 10 shots in the half, over 1 XG, and we lead 1-0. So very well done. The boys are happy with that. And we will move into this one here. As always, if you have enjoyed the episode, do give it a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know if you would have signed Finn Welch in the comments. I think a lot of you would say yes. And we are still live. We've been live for nearly 3.5 hours. Been live for 3 hours and 29 minutes as of filming this right now. So if you ever want to know when we're live, hit the notification bell and it will tell you when we've dropped the video or when we've gone live. Adamola, who I will move into a covering centre-back here later doors to cover Milicevic, who definitely is not quick enough, but is very good with the ball with his feet. Has scored a couple of headers from corners as well this season. I think he scored 2. De Silva, Comely, Finn Welch and Billy link up. What a ball. Deserves a goal. Finn Welch. Finn Welch. Finn Welch, ladies and gentlemen. He's very, very good in the 10, is Finn Welch. Look at this. Good link-up play, Billy the Kid and Finn Welch. Good ball from Comely. All our new signings combined. And then Danny De Silva, who's been injured, hasn't really hit his form from last year since the injury too. Goes and finishes side netting. But Finn Welch, what a ball. Turn, ball through the lines. Great weight. 2-0 up. Finn on the ball. Beats his man. Good ball inside. Billy. Finn. Back to Billy. Oh, it's a big block. Or else that was brilliant. The two combining on the break go the other way. And in the end, Milicevic steps in. Comely goes long, finds Patton. He's been really good. He beats his man. He knows how to shoot. Just wide from Patton. Still 2-0. Looked very dangerous and very nice out here. 2-0 up against Wealdstone. We are going to make a change here in the 66th minute with us dominating. Wells Morris obviously wants to leave, so a 4-year Mantle will come in. Billy's not had the best of the game, even though I think he's looked good. We'll get Umrah up there to keep him happy. And De Silva's got his goal, and I'm going to get in Blakely, who, for those wondering, hasn't really been developing, but yet again, downward arrows don't mean they're declining, and just the game sorting out itself. I'm actually going to bring Briscoe in for Patton as well, and get Briscoe out there because he's learning to play left wing. And nice to give Briscoe some minutes. 70 minutes played, 2-0 to the good. Been much the better side. I have been going into a balance in certain periods of games and time wasting towards the end of games. It has really helped us see some games out. Definitely recommend doing it in this FM. Doesn't seem to be as bad as last one. Briscoe, though. Very good goal threat is Briscoe, and he did get an assist on his first game. What a run. Wasn't far away from Elijah Briscoe, who looks quite nippy with his nice little afro haircut. 2-0, though. Been very dominant. Wealdstone, I don't think have had a shot this half. And I think there's no need to change the system here whatsoever. Not long left in the game. I am going to get Bartley on here for Welch. Hayes has had a very good game and get Bartley some minutes just to try and keep him as happy as possible. And then try and talk him into a lower playing time deal when that happens with all the new signings. He's fallen out of favour. Briscoe, though, picks up the ball. Can go back, and he does. Sayers, Briscoe, beats one, gets in the box, shoots, and in the end, a 4-y, oh my. Scored a fantastic goal to open his account with a volley from inside the box. And he nearly just struck one then, and he's hit the post. A 4-y Mantua. Big boy in the match engine too. And unfortunately, nearly finding the back of the net for what would have been a crunching, barnstorming goal. Not long left. If it is a game that they score a goal in, I would be annoyed. I think what we are going to do is just go to instructions here and just start time wasting here in the last gasp embers of this game. And we will move into balance if we concede here, which we should have. Yeah, should have been a goal. We'll go into balance here to see it out as well on the full time wasting. And well, boys, That should be all she wrote. It is. We didn't allow a shot on target. We probably should have conceded in the last minute of the game. But that puts us top according to the live table. As you can see there, we've had 23 shots, 7 on target, 2.13 XG. Finn Welch, man of the match, because you know what? He is the best. And yeah, lads, fantastic. What a performance. And we are top of the table. Finn Welch is here. And I tell you what, it only looks like that we're going to have a good time of it this season. In terms of next episode, probably in and around here. We played Farnborough last year in a couple of good games, so it could be Farnborough in November. Something around there. I know FC Halifax are having a good time of it this season. Go maybe to season preview here. Rochdale's the side, apparently, that we should be looking to target as a game. If we're as good as we think we are. And they're right after Farnborough. So what we might do, ladies and gentlemen, is go and give you a double header against Farnborough, who came up with us, and Rochdale away from home. It's 2 games. A double-headed live com might be the way to go forward. It might just be Rochdale, who knows, depending on what goes on in between all of that as well. But from Damo, from the live stream, and from Maidenhead FC, good to see you here for another episode of Part to Prem. Give it a like, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want to catch you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.